Hello and welcome back to our HIP Roman Restoration campaign. In our last episode, we've been continuing our reconquests in France. Once we finish this war against Rhenish Franconia, who had a subholding in here, it turned out, which I was not previously aware of. Once we're finished this, we'll be down to only 2 counties that we need to take, both of which are held by the Aztecs. Well, one of them is only a subholding in this county, but that will be a separate war that we're going to have to fight against them. But we should be able to kill the Emperor relatively easily. We're at 169% already. We can bribe a few more people in, which I guess we'll just go ahead and do right now. Let's get some unlanded people actually, since they're cheaper. I think we're over 200, but just one more to make sure of it. And also last episode we took care of the looming succession crisis in the form of our unfortunate son Theodosius here. We had him excommunicated and imprisoned, but he got off kind of lucky because I then realized that I could just have him take the vows, so he's now off being the worst monk of all time. He is still excommunicated though, which is probably unfortunate for a monk. But either way, he's no longer in line for the throne, and we now have Kalinikos here as our heir, who is much better. So all of that should be taken care of at this point. Let's unpause here and continue our war. We're just about to assault the capital as soon as our other army gets here, which hopefully will allow us to end it pretty quickly. It actually only got us up to 60%, so not as good as I was hoping. Maybe we'll just continue to assault holdings. Actually, we don't have the troops here for that. Maybe we'll just go and fight some more armies then. I think the Duchess is leading troops herself. So if we get really lucky, we might just capture her in battle. But my co-conspirators hired someone to saw through the supports of the railing on a balcony the Aztec Emperor is known to frequent. Someone may soon take a bit of a tumble. We will approve the plan. Alright, about 9% from that battle. We can assault this holding, so I guess we'll do that. Actually, we're going to lose quite a few troops to attrition here. We should still have enough to assault, though. Failure, he discovered a sabotage that had been done to the railing. At least he is clueless as to who deserves the blame for this. We will absolutely try again. So yes, we're down to 15,000 there. Which is unfortunate, but we still have enough to assault, so it's fine. We have a tithe in Constantinople, which is good. And I don't feel too well, so we've become ill. Good thing we got the succession sorted. But we probably aren't going to die immediately anyway. We still have the family focus, which is giving us extra health. In fact, we can probably afford to change that now that we have a better heir. We'll just keep it until he comes of age, maybe. And we'll switch to something more fun. Alright, let's go ahead and assault this. The daughter was born to our half-brother, okay. We're up to 76%, and again, we don't have enough troops to assault. So we'll just go and fight some of these armies. We should be getting ticking war score for controlling the war goal at this point. Or maybe not. We might not get ticking war score in this type of war. Or subholdings. We will see if these armies are going to meet up and we can fight them both at the same time. Arranged marriage from our vassal despot of Galicia. Just for courtiers, absolutely, that's fine. Alright, and this despot is happier. Let's actually check on factions. Nothing too major. The despot of Sardinia in here. And some dukes. I think we're doing just fine. Alright, so we'll go fight this army now. Might be worth some war score. We have a daughter who needs educating. She's a pretty talented child. I think we will maybe educate her ourselves. Because why not? Our one current ward is about to come of age pretty soon. Right, another 7.8%. We're getting closer. Maybe she'll just give up at some point. It's only one holding. Probably still thinks she can turn this war around somehow. I am married to a woman I love, and it is such a blissful state. I wish everyone could experience love such as ours. So, we feel so healthy because of our love for our wife that we are instantly cured of our illness. Okay, I'll take it. Oh, everyone has been informed about my plot to kill the Aztec Emperor. My reputation is ruined. Oh well. Oh, and we have a peasant revolt. Way down here. Okay, so this is in the land of our vassal despot, who has more than enough troops to be able to take care of this, so we'll leave that to him. Who is fighting the Aztecs right now? Did I check already? Alright, so we have one vassal doing a religious reconquest of Artois, which is nice. That will save us doing a war for that. A second vassal doing the same war. And a third vassal also doing the same war. So, well, hopefully one of them will win at some point. Like, two of them have quite a few allies on their side. So I guess whoever actually manages to get in charge of the siege of that county is probably going to win that. That's fine, that means we'll just take the other subholding in our next war against him. Assuming that we actually manage to get him killed at some point. Let's just check again if we're getting any ticking war score. We're not, so we're probably just going to have to continue sieging things. And to that end, let's take the rest of our army over so that we can hopefully assault this. Actually, only barely have enough with this army, even. But we'll do it anyway. And right now, before we take any attrition, gets us 99%. Hopefully we aren't capped at 99. We are not. Unfortunately, we don't quite have enough to do another assault, so let's go fight this army, and that should get us the remaining 1%. Okay, another tithe is great. And our son Kalinikos is now of legal age. He became a fortune builder, not Midas touched, unfortunately. I mean, I guess we could order him to take the vows? Apparently not. We could get him excommunicated and order him to take the vows, but let's just accept him as our heir, even though he's only a fortune builder. We should absolutely get him married, though. To perhaps a genius, if we can find one. Let's sort by age. Not sure what's going on with my mouse pointer, by the way. I'm not sure if that's showing up on the video, but it looks weird to me. If I can see the OBS preview window, it seems to be normal on that, so I guess it's just something that I can see. Yeah, I guess we'll just go with one of these 16-year-olds. This one has pretty good traits, a courtier in Galicia. And we don't need the prestige, so I guess we'll take the gold. And we'll enforce our demands in this war. Which should get us down to only 2 counties left in Tier 5. One of which should be conquered pretty soon by one of my vassals. So 0%, 58%, and 0%. So the one without all of the allies on their side is actually winning. Alright, we have more support for the Revolt, which apparently has not been taken care of yet. We do have some troops raised, so presumably that will be done at some point. Without our intervention. And we still haven't managed to kill the Emperor here. I don't think there's any benefit to going over 300%. I think 200% is just as good, but maybe we'll do it just in case, since it's fairly cheap and easy. And we'll get these troops disbanded as well. I see an army from Venice here. I'm assuming they're involved in one of the wars. My co-conspirator has assembled a party of mercenaries who will ambush the Emperor disguised as highwaymen. I am assured he will not survive the encounter. He better not. So somebody from this war has occupied the top holding. Which means they're up to 20%, and he's actually gone into hiding, so probably my chances of actually killing him are not too good. He got away from the ambush, and he saw through the disguises of the mercenaries, identifying them as men in my employ. The plot is revealed. Well, we'll just keep trying, I suppose. We got another tithe, though, which is excellent. Oh, and we have a new despot of France. Okay, he's pretty happy with me, so that's fine. Let me just check on Denmark and their empire title, since I'm interested to see what's going on there. Yeah, it looks like he's still short the money. And he's getting on in years. Meanwhile, we have a lot of money, so I think I am going to actually give him a gift. See if we can have him form the empire title. He needs 600 gold. And he has 300. Unfortunately, our only available gift. Actually, it's gone down. I think it was 1400 before. I'll definitely frivolously spend 1000 gold. For basically no reason. So hopefully he uses that for the Empire title and doesn't just fritter it away on whatever it is that kings like to do for entertainment. Well, he seems to have spent some gold, but not on forming the Empire title. I guess we'll check back on him later. It seems like the merchants supplying my armies have been unable to fully keep up with our demands, though the problem has been dealt with properly for now. These turn of events worry me a lot, as our resources are stretching a bit thin, so we have some setbacks, which gives us some fairly inconsequential penalties there. And we need to appoint a new ecclesiarch, which can be this guy. So no progress either way. I'm assuming that the same person is still in charge of this siege and they're just going to get all of the sieges here. So Boulogne is probably going to end up winning this. While discussing war plans with the courtier, they gave you a useful idea. So I think this pretty much exactly cancels out the penalty we just got. Alright, Mercia usurping things from Middle Anglia, which possibly ended up in us gaining some land here. I'm not sure what we had previously. And let's look at this peasant revolt, because it still hasn't been taken care of. It looks like the main army down here has been destroyed, but there is another siege somewhere else. Okay. Well, let's go and do something about this then. I think we can raise a larger army from somewhere else. Go out over here. Alright, you'll do. Probably be at full morale by the time you get over there. Or at least at high enough morale to win the battle. We're probably attacking into mountains though. Still, it shouldn't be a major issue. Alright, at 100% we can enforce our demands and execute him. Alright, so if we're gonna be unable to kill the Emperor for the time being, maybe we'll see about conquering this little piece of land from Swabia just to make our borders look nicer. I guess we could have another look at Hungary as well, since I still wouldn't mind conquering that. Let's see if we have any strong claimants available, since I assume it's still on elective. And we're basically never going to be able to press a weak claim. Yep, still none, it looks like. At least none on anybody that will accept an invitation. Let's check the people that won't accept an invitation in case. That's fine. I think there were claimants to this county, so we'll be able to do something here. If we can get a strong claimant, all the better. Yep, sounds good. We'll invite you to court. Yeah, we'll release a prisoner, sure. Alright, this guy was maybe a bad choice of claimant to invite, actually, since he has gonorrhea and is a lunatic. But hopefully he lives long enough for us to press his claim. So we need to grant him a title, and I'm going to grant him a county in our capital duchy. Since we will be able to revoke that from him later via a plot. And I never said it was special interest. Let's go and find him again this way. Grant him this county. And we should just be able to declare war on Swabia now for his claim. I guess we could have done a religious conquest at any time, now that I think about it. That's fine though, we invited the claimant, so we may as well press his claim. Oh, never mind, these are actually in two different counties. Which is unfortunate, so we're only going to get the one. But that would have been the same with the religious reconquest. So I guess it doesn't really matter. We'll declare this for now, and we'll declare a second war later for the other county. Will pretty much turn out the same way in the end. Our daughter is of legal age and became an amateurish plotter. Okay. Let's actually call in the Mongol Empire to this war. Why not? This Duke claims that the Duke of Venice is attempting to promote vile heresies. Nah, he's fine. Don't worry about it. Arrange marriage from a Khan in the Mongol Empire for a courtier, sure. No problem. Oh, the Mongols refuse our call. Well, how are we going to win this war now? Okay, let's appoint our daughter-in-law as the steward. Sure. I guess there's a chance of her being, I think, wounded or maimed by peasants if she angers them while trying to do that, but she's pretty good at her job. She'll probably be just fine. And we had another peasant revolt. Where is this one? Over here. Well, let's assume that whoever is in charge in this area will be able to deal with it, though might be a little close. We'll give him a chance to do it anyway and check back later, but we are just about out of time for this episode, so we'll leave it here for now. Thanks for watching, and join me again next time.